Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Momma Christine's podcast, Living Life Through Experience. This is episode number 32 and the last one for this year. I will be on vacation next week, and it's Christmas on Thursday, and the following week is New Year's on Thursday, so I'm taking 2 weeks off from the podcast, and I'll resume back in January. Okay? So, fun. It's the end of the year, right? Let's pick a card. Here we go. All right. So right from the middle, boom. What do we got? There you go. Learning experience. So what does that mean? What does that mean? It is the end of the year. So guess what? What did you learn this year? Really think about that. What fell apart? What worked? Who left? I mean, all these different things and scenarios that could have happened this year. What did it teach you? You know, even as far as getting a cold. When you caught that cold, what was going on with you? Were you running around like a nut every day? Were you working too much? Were you, not resting? Because, the universe has a funny way of making you rest when you don't want to. So, these are just, some things to think about. It's the end of 2025 and it's been a good year, but yet at the same time, it's been a tough one. I personally know a couple of people that are really going through something big right now, and it just happened now. And it's just like, wow, what a way to end the year. Is it hard? Sure. Is it devastating? It can be. But at the same time, it is what it is. And for anybody going through anything that's very hard right now, the best thing I can tell you is to do your best and be positive. Even with every negative, there's a positive. Every positive, there's a negative. There's a balance in life, So if you're going through something heavy right now, look at what is working for you. Don't look at what's not working. That's the best advice I can give you. But in general, like 2025, yeah, what did it teach you? Who walked out of your life? Who walked into your life? What did you lose? Did you lose a job? Did you start something new? Did things come to light? Because many times, during the year, retrogrades, moons, all kinds of craziness, things do come forward from your subconscious and really kind of hit you like, wow, what is going on and why am I thinking about this? And of course, think about how the year is ending. Did you accomplish whatever it is you were trying to accomplish this year? And if not, why? And if not, well, let's manifest it again. Okay, so let's do a little recap of last week, which was the manifesting jar. And of course, basically take a mason jar. Any glass jar is fine, really. Just don't use plastic. Energy doesn't penetrate plastic. Plastic's junk. It truly is. And I know we all use it, but it's not good when it comes to energy. Energy doesn't flow through plastic. Get yourself a mason jar or any kind of jar. And you can get some crystals if you like, a good luck charm. You can decorate your jar. You can make it a whole craft project. And the whole purpose of this is my goals and my dreams for 2026 are, and then start writing them down. And I always say, again, a reminder, start with self. What do you need? I need health. I need happiness. I need love. I need support. I need compassion. I need understanding. I need whatever you need, okay? And then start moving outside of yourself, okay? Something with your significant other. My goals are that we go away on a special trip, okay? That could be a goal. That we talk more, that we take the time to understand each other more. Don't mind me. My dog's whining for whatever reason. He likes to do that when he's alone. He'll find me. So what kind of, relationship goals do you have? If you have young enough children, you can, goals for you and your kids as a family, go on trips, maybe spend more time outdoors, get off the electronics, Do you want to take trips? Do you want to buy anything? Do you need a new car? Are you looking for a new job? And be specific with like the job stuff. I want a job doing what I do because I love it, but I would love to move that to another place, a place that pays more, has a better insurance plan, has better benefits, has better staff, more positive staff, more teamwork type staff, whatever you want, you know what I mean? Put that out there. So write everything down, okay? And again, is how much is too much? That's up to you. I always say prioritize what you need, okay? I don't think you can ever ask for too much. I've put as many as 10 to 15 things on my list. And it's funny because I was saying last week when I was telling you guys about the jar that I hadn't read my letters yet. And I want to say it was a couple days after. I'm like, I've got to read these. And I was so happy. I'm like, oh my God, this happened and that happened and that happened. And I write them in December. And then I forget at some point, I out of sight, out of mind, I forget what I write. And to see that there was a good handful of things that happened made me so happy. Some of the other things didn't happen, but I can understand why. So that's what you have to remember too. If something didn't happen, maybe it's timing, maybe it's really not meant for you. Sometimes when you write these things down, you look back and go, oh God, thank God that didn't happen. I remember one of mine a couple years ago was about a relationship, and I'm like thinking now like, oh, thank God that relationship didn't stick. It really wasn't right for me, so it's just as well it didn't happen. So, those are the things. So, again, take your letters, your lists, whatever you want to call it, and fold it towards yourself. Because to me, it's always that intention of, see this, I'm bringing it to my life, right? And then you can turn it and fold it back again and turn it and fold it again so it's small enough to fit into your jar. Now, inside your jar, you can put crystals. You can put, like I said, good luck charms if you want. Whatever you want to do. You want to put herbs in there. I know, like, the first of the month, a lot of people believe that if you put cinnamon, I think in a doorway or something, don't quote me, if you want to put a cinnamon stick in there, you can do that as well, because your jar is going to go outside and then come back in through the door. And I'll explain that in a second. So whatever you want to put into your jar, by all means, it's your jar, your thing, you do what you like. Now, once you've got this all together, you can pop the cover on it, okay? And of course, finances as well. If you're looking to acquire more finances, which who isn't, throw some money in there. It could be change, it could be a dollar bill, it could be a 10, a 20, it's whatever you want to put in there. Myself, I always have a $100 bill in there. Why? Because over the years, I have accumulated more money, and as I've accumulated more money, I have offered more money to my jar. But that's just me. That's what I chose to do. And you know what? It just sits there all year, and if I need it, then I know I have an extra $100 sitting around if I'm stuck. And if I need to use it, then I use it. But that's what it's there for. Otherwise, it sits. So yeah, put your crystals, your good luck charms, your cinnamon stick, some money, whatever you want to put. Like I said, put the cover on. Now, New Year's Eve, that thing goes outside. Whatever your main door is that you're always in and out with, put it outside, okay? If you're like me in my old house, it went from the garage right into the house, so there's no outside. I always put it out on my front farmer's porch, because that's where the moon came up, and then that's where the sun came up. So, end of the day, new beginning. That's how I kind of looked at it. So whatever you can do. If you're in an apartment and obviously you don't have a door to put it outside, put it in a window. So on a table by a window, or if you have room between, say, your window and your screen that fits that jar, put it in between if you want. That's fine too. If you say have a back porch or a back deck, balcony, whatever, and nobody's going to disturb it out there, put it out there. Whatever works, okay? But remember, 90% of this is all intention. It's not the physical act of doing things. It's the intention that we put into it. So when I put my jar outside, I place my jar outside and I say, God, universe, I'm giving you my list of things that I'm ready to acquire in this new year. And I ask that I receive all of this for my highest and best, the highest and best for everyone involved, better than I could ever imagine. Thank you. I have deepest gratitude for everything I have received this year, and I'm looking forward, and I'm grateful for all the things that will be coming to me in the new year. That's just what I say. You can say whatever you like, okay? Again, it's all intention. So New Year's Eve, out it goes. New Year's Day, you get up, you go, oh, my jar, right? Open the door, grab that jar, and now you're bringing this stuff into your life on New Year's Day. New year, new month, new you, new goals, okay? And then I just place it somewhere where it seems happy, and I leave it there for the whole year. Next December, open that thing up, read your list, and go, this happened, that happened, that happened, that happened. If things did not happen, then look at your circumstances throughout the year. Would it have been beneficial for you to receive that? And if it's like, well, yeah, I still feel like I could have used that, then why didn't you think it happened? Did you not do enough to work towards that goal? Did you not follow any messages or signs or guidance from your other side, from your angels and guides? What do you think happened? And then by all means, next December, put it back on the list. If you really think you need that, put it back on your list. Again, it can be timing, it can be anything. But always trust in what the universe is giving you and when they give it to you. So that's a quick review of last week, where we did talk about manifesting. And of course, don't sit there and go, that's never going to happen. I know I did it, but it's probably not going to happen. Negativity is only going to bring you more negativity. So don't do that. I trust and believe that whatever is meant to me whatever is meant for me is coming to me now. And when you start feeling like, I don't know if this stuff's going to happen, nothing's happening yet. It's January, the end of January. It's like, oh my God, the beginning of February, nothing's happening yet. I trust and believe that whatever is meant for me is finding me now. And just be patient. And I know we hate that word, but it is what it is. So that's the manifesting for the new year. Creating your goals, your dreams, putting it out there, okay? Now, with the new year, of course, the end of the year, we kind of reflect on what's happened, what we've been through, what we've done, what we've created, whatever. What we've healed, what we've let go, the whole thing. So now the new year comes. And as we hit December and that in between Christmas and New Year's, everybody's like, oh my God, New Year's resolution. So that's what we're going to talk about. New Year's resolutions. I want to say 9 out of 10 people who set a resolution end that resolution within a week or two of doing it. New Year's Eve, everybody parties hard, right? Does their thing, stays up late, whatever you might do. And they're like, tomorrow's the day. And then you wake up New Year's Day and you're like, wow, I'm ready to go. And the second day, you're like, yes, I'm doing this. And then maybe the next day, you're like, yep, we're doing it. And then all of a sudden I missed a day. Oh, let me pick it back up tomorrow. Then it's like, oh, I missed another day. And then it's like, no, keep going. Excuse me. And before you know it, you're like, oh, I've screwed it all up. Forget it. First of all, anybody who has had a habit of any sort, good, bad, or otherwise, it takes 21 days to create a new habit. And notice I said a new habit. The biggest mistake a lot of people make with New Year's Eve, New Year's resolutions is, the biggest one is weight loss. Everybody's going to have weight loss. And great, if you do it, great. But what happens is, I'm going to lose weight in the new year. So starting January 1st, I'm going to watch what I eat. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm cutting out sugar. I'm going to drink more water. Look how many things I just mentioned. Now, if we can't even hold on to one resolution, how are we going to hold on to 5? Now, my suggestion to make things a little more realistic is start on January 1st. Pick something. And I would say pick something that's a little easier. Like maybe, you know what? We're going to start cutting out sugar. Well, for some it's easy, some it's not so easy. But we'll just go there, okay? Let's start with cutting out sugar. So January 1st comes, the holidays are over, no more pies, no more cakes, no more cookies, right? No more candy canes, no sugar. Now, no sugar does not have to mean absolutely no sugar, because God forbid there's sugar in everything. But stop with the overindulgence of cakes and pies and cookies, right? Stop with the overindulgence of syrups in your coffees. I know everybody loves flavored coffees, but guess what? It's not true flavor. It is a flavored syrup, which is nothing more than sugar. So guess what? Stick to plain coffee, okay? Every once in a while, if say you go out with a whole group of friends at somebody's birthday and they have a birthday cake, by all means, don't have a slice. But don't go grocery shopping and buy cookies and candy and this, that, and, your coffees and the syrups. And, breakfast should be breakfast. It should be a protein breakfast, like eggs, bacon, sausage, your toast. Even if you do pancakes or French toast, do maybe a half. Or do maybe real syrup and not fake syrup. I know it's not going to taste the same, but we've been so programmed to suck down corn syrup all the time. Right? Again, cut the pastries, whatever it is. Do your best. It doesn't have to be 100%, but do your best and allow yourself to have an indulgent day. So if you have a party and somebody's birthday, oh, sorry, I can't have cake. I gave up sugar. You're not a diabetic, okay? If you are, that's one thing. But if you're just a normal person and you're wanting to cut out sugar, say, you know what? I'm really cutting back on my sugar, but I'd love to have a sliver of cake, a small sliver of cake. Thank you. That's okay. You know what I mean? If you find that, oh my God, I've been doing good with no sugar. I know if I eat a piece of cake, I'm just going to want sugar. Then say, you know what? I would love to, but because of my healthier eating habits, I'm going to pass on the cake, but thank you. That's all. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. So start with that. So you get through January. No sugar. Look at me. I'm doing pretty good. I've had a couple of desserts. Not a big deal. I got this. Okay? There's always little ways of cutting back on your stuff. Now, maybe the next thing, you know what? I could really use a lot more water. So why don't we start with maybe on your 4th week or the 1st week of February, the 1st of February, making sure that you get a water bottle and you drink water throughout the day. It's very easy to keep sipping coffee. A sip, refill, sip, a sip, and you have 2 coffees. Oh, I've only had 2 coffees, but yeah, it's taking you all day to drink them. How about instead of the coffee, maybe have 1 coffee in the morning and the rest of the day sip water? Try it. I know a lot of people don't like water, and that seltzered stuff, that's not water. It's not true water, okay? Drink water. You can put lemon in it. You can squeeze lemon in there or lime or oranges. Some people like to make a fruit water. That's okay because you're putting pure water with some fruit, real fruit. So if you buy some oranges, slice them up, get yourself a big pitcher and fill it up with water and throw some orange slices in there, right? Or throw some lemon lime slices or some cucumber slices. At least you're getting good water in, you're getting hydration from the fruit, you're good. And it doesn't have to be ice cold either. I know some people are like, oh, I hate ice cold water. Well, don't put it in the fridge. You know what I mean? Keep a pitcher of water out. You can add fruit to your water as you're drinking it instead of having it soaking in the water. You know what I mean? If you're worried about the fruit just sitting in water out on a counter somewhere. It should be fine. If you're drinking water like you should, you can go through a pitcher of water in a day. But that's different ways of getting water in, or alternate coffee and water. And if it's tea, a water, try to stay away from the sodas. A lot of sugar there, and you're not getting any hydration from that either. So do that for February, right? Get that water in there. Then it's like, okay, let's start switching the eating habits. Now it's March, right? But you're giving yourself all this time to incorporate these new habits. So now by the time March comes, you've really cut back on your sugar. And if you are someone who feels a lot of bloatedness in your belly, sugar will do that. Sugar will give you a beer gut. It really will. it can create a lot of inflammation. So you may notice like, wow, I really cut back on my sugar. And I mean, my ex-sister-in-law, she was a sugar fiend, and she just went cold turkey and gave up sugar. No more Twinkies, devil dogs, none of that stuff. You know what I mean? No cakes, pies, and whatnot. And oh my gosh, she lost so much weight. It was all sugar and inflammation. So you've done that. You're probably feeling better. You're drinking more water. You're hydrated, right? When you're hydrated, you have better energy. You have more clarity. When you're dehydrated, you're just kind of like, ugh, right? Everything just whatever. So now let's healthy eating, okay? Well, instead of eating a big steak, let's cut that steak in half and have the half a steak, right? And maybe a half a portion of potatoes and a full big portion of vegetables, okay? That's a switch. Oh, geez. Sorry, guys. That was my cat. She was trying to jump on the desk over here with me, and I think she slipped on the blanket. So that's something you can do. You can incorporate maybe more fish if you like fish. Do more salads. Even like my stepdaughter, I love it. She'll have a pizza night with her family, and they'll have a huge, huge pizza, and everybody will have 1 or 2 slices of pizza with a salad on the side, or a tossed salad, or like a chickpea salad, or something like that. So you're getting a combination of both, where you get to have something really tasty, but yet at the same time you're still taking in your veggies. So just figure out what works for you. So now March comes by. Now I'm starting to eat differently. Now we're into April, and maybe in between all these different habits we're trying to create, we can find some type of an activity to do that helps us out. Because sometimes these activities are just very easy to do. Like for myself, I've been walking 4 to 5 times a week since July. A friend of mine, we make each other accountable, and we would walk the beach. Like, oh my God, we would put in like an hour, hour and 15, sometimes an hour and a half, and really get 10,000 steps in. And you don't even realize it because you're walking with somebody. You're talking, da, 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 da. And before you know it, it's like, oh, wow, look at that. We've put over an hour in already. And then you check your steps, and it's like, oh my God, 10,000 steps for the day. That's amazing. Do some steps. Now, it's wintertime. It's dark early. Can't go walking. We go on the weekends if it's warm. But even then, it's still shaky sometimes with temperatures, and if it's raining and whatnot. Of course, it's the season of holidays, so it's like sometimes things come up and we can't go. But I bought myself a walking mat, and I pushed myself to stand on that mat and walk on it for a solid hour while I watch TV at night. So I'm still getting my 4 to 5 days in, right? If you can walk once or twice a week, do that, okay? Whatever it takes, go out and run around with the kids if you got kids, but find things that keep you more active and occupied with movement, okay? So that you can shove in here and there and everywhere. Now, if you feel like 4 months has gone by now, I'm feeling really good about myself, I want to join the gym. Hop on the gym, go. They have treadmills, they have classes, they have weights, they have all kinds of things. Go to it, okay? But this is how you build up a resolution, is by incorporating these things a little at a time. Because again, when you're like, I'm doing all of this for New Year's, and then week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, never mind, I'm done. And we give up. We give up. We don't see any instant results. We give up. And that's another thing. Instant gratification. Things don't happen that good, that quick. Okay? Nothing that is worth doing comes with instant gratification. Okay? Work on it. Work at it. Whatever it may be. Do something for yourself. And if you have a bad day, by all means, don't beat yourself up. Don't feel guilty. Again, it's like the cake. You know what? If you're out about with friends and they want to split a dessert, I mean, I do that with my sister and my friend. We go out once a month and we always get a dessert and we split that one dessert. Nobody says you got to eat like, oh, we split an appetizer and a big old meal and we each have dessert. No, we split one dessert. We have a few bites each. Boom. I'm satisfied. I had a little something sweet. Excellent. And that's it. But just between changing little things here and there, that's what changes you, right? And even for myself, I'll be honest with you, I've lost 12 pounds. It doesn't seem like a lot, but my body shape has definitely shifted. I've gone from an extra large to a large. I feel good. I'm more hydrated. I have more energy. So And it's by doing a little at a time. So the next step is working out with my friend for doing some core work, and that's another thing that's really good for you. But that's beyond the resolution thing, so we'll stop with that. But yeah, do your resolutions a little at a time. Don't throw the whole thing in there. Think about starting a brand new job and say, okay, this is your responsibility. Boom, there you go. And they walk away and you're like, oh my God, what do I do? Right? No, this is how you do this and this is how you do that. And then you do this and then you do this. And it's like, oh, okay, I get it now, step by step. Our resolutions should be the same way. If you're looking to quit smoking, okay, not easy. Been there, done that. I'll be completely honest with you. I smoked for like 30 years. I have been smoke-free for, my gosh, hold on, 11 years. And it's not easy. But you know what? You have to want it. You need to work on your own personal life, heal what needs to be healed, because the smoking, the drugs, the alcohol, the shopping, the whatever it is a crutch that we hold on to because we can't handle life. And my life was very stressful at one point, many points, between marriage and narcissism and another marriage and getting cheated on and trying to deal with life. And oh my God, it was crazy. And that would, for me, in my head, that kept me calm, which really it didn't, because these things still happen. So, it is what it is. So, do the best you can. Do something that would help you along with it. Maybe meditation, self-hypnosis. If you can go to an actual hypnosis person, then do that. Try the patch, try the gum, try whatever you think might work for you. But if you really want it, make it happen and just keep going until it works. Okay? I can tell you it works when you're ready. And even if my New Year's resolution, that's it, I quit smoking. Then, don't beat yourself up if like 3 days later you're jonesing for a cigarette. You know what I mean? It happens. Get back on the bandwagon, okay? And say, okay, no, I'm done. It's out of my system. Back on track, But everything that you want to change is something you need to work at. It's not just saying it and poof, it happens. You really got to work at it. So be mindful as this new year approaches about what kind of resolutions you're setting for yourself. And are they realistic? Is it too much? Or you know what? Make the resolution, even like with the weight loss, okay? 5 things I mentioned. Create a schedule, all right? Create a schedule for yourself. Starting January 1st, I'm cutting out sugar. Then starting February 1st, I'm going to start incorporating more water. Whatever you want to do. Or if you want to do the water and the sugar at the same time, don't drink sugar water, okay? But you know what? Cutting back on the sugar, drinking more water. So maybe every time you're craving sugar, just keep shoving in the water, okay? And just slowly incorporate these things in. So whatever you're trying to do your best. Nobody's perfect. We are all perfectly imperfect. So remember that. Okay, so as you move into that, give yourself some love, okay? Give yourself some patience, time, energy, whatever you need. And by all means, ask. Ask the powers that be. Ask your angels, your guides, your loved ones, whoever you talk to. Please help me to do this. Help me to stay strong. Help me to keep doing what I need to do for myself. My goals and my dreams, and whatever your resolution is, it should be on your manifesting letter in your jar that you're putting out, okay? So be mindful of that. And maybe that's something else you need. Try meditation, right? Meditation, that's the easy part. You can just sit in a chair, pop in your earbuds, and close your eyes and just be, right? You don't have to have any fancy ways of doing it, but do it. Do some journaling. Those are 2 ways that you can de-stress and get rid of the craziness that's going on to keep yourself here, right? So you don't want the sugar, you don't want the smoking, you don't want the alcohol, you don't want the drugs, you don't, and I know some of these things you need a lot more than just me saying this, but do whatever you need to do to get where you need to be. Okay, there's lots of tools out there that you can use, so make sure you use them. So with that being said, sorry, I'm talking so much. I'm all like, ooh. I wish you a Merry, Merry Christmas. I wish you a happy 2026. May your new year be full of blessings, full of light, love, more manifesting, more healing, more of anything that you need. I have to say, I am so grateful for everybody who does watch my videos. Again, share my videos if you know somebody could use it, or use the advice. Yeah, I'm just so grateful. I really, really am. I look forward to 2026, where I really want to shake things up a little bit. I want to do, my podcast every week like I've been doing. But season 2, we'll call it, starts in 2026. And I want to possibly bring people in to talk with me. So I just have to work out the schematics, I guess they call it, of how that's all going to work. But yeah, so I look forward to seeing you guys in the new year. Again, enjoy your Christmas, enjoy your New Year's. God bless, and I love you guys. Thanks so much.